Okay, so today we're going to be starting the first in a series of videos I'm going to be doing called Things You Can Cook in a Rice Cooker. Rice cookers are really versatile, great for students, great for lazy people, especially great if you love making Asian food, like I do. So today we're making a recipe that I learned how to make when I was living in South Korea. It's called JangJoRim, I think. It's a side dish that it's made out of beef. We have right here about a pound of beef cut into small pieces. Not that thick, not that big. You just want enough to cover the bottom, not much. And then the other main component is soy sauce. And everything else kind of enhances the flavor. This is often eaten in like lunches that you would take to school, or you can get it at some restaurants, but it's pretty easy. Today we'll be using 1 pound of beef, 1/2 a cup of soy sauce, 1/4 a cup of brown sugar, 5 cloves of garlic. I also have 10 quail eggs. You don't have to put eggs in it if you don't want. Some black peppercorn. Peppers, you should usually use Asian peppers. You can use jalapenos. If you use Asian peppers, use 2 to 3 times what I'm showing here. I could only find jalapenos, and they're a bit spicier, so try not to use these. And then, this is optional, but I really like it, ginger. Slice this thing. The last ingredient is 2.5 cups of water, just plain water. And what you do is you pour it in here, making sure that it completely covers the meat, so you may need to tuck it a little bit down. And then you grab your rice cooker, which mine's really small, but it works. You put your meat in, and then you turn it on to cook. And you're gonna leave it there for at least 15 minutes up to 30 minutes. It's ready for the next step when you can stick a fork in it and the fork goes straight in and offers no resistance. You can also do this with a chopstick or pretty much anything, but you want the meat pretty well cooked before you move on to the next step. And yeah. So after about 15 minutes, you'll be ready to open up your rice cooker. Be careful not to get steam burned. Meat will look like this. Fork will go in and come out pretty easily. So next you're going to add your soy sauce. Your black peppercorns. You can also use ground pepper. Your garlic. Your ginger if you're using it. And then your sugar. And of course mine's stuck. Yeah. So then you put all of that together and you want to stir it so that everything is kind of touching everything, and then you're going to close it again for another 15 to 20 minutes. And when we come back, we'll do the last steps. And now you're going to remove your pieces of meat from in here. The water should have boiled down to about half of what you had before. If you've lost more than that, you're going to want to add water in, because if you don't have enough, it won't finish right. You want to make sure you get all of your pieces. Having a little bowl helps for this. You don't want to bring anything else. Everything else can just stay in there and chill. Okay, and now you're going to add the peppers. And then all the quail eggs. And they're gonna start changing colors real fast. And you can go ahead and close this. And now you need to shred the meat. And you can either rip with your fingers or sit here and rip with the fork. But we'll be back and I'll show you how it looks when it's finished. Once you have it all shredded, it should look about like this. Then you're going to want to very carefully open your rice cooker and deposit it back into the broth. Get everything out of there. And then make sure that all of it goes down in the broth. Now you're going to want to let this cook for about 5 minutes. And then your dish will be done. When it's finished, it should look like this. You serve it up with some of the little eggs, meat, and of course some of the sauce. The sauce is delicious by itself on anything you want to put it with. But tonight I'm eating it with fried rice, kimchi, Korean pickled daikon, and steamed vegetables. You can eat it with pretty much anything you want. This has been the first episode of The Wandering Pot. Thank you. Subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Tell me what recipe you want to see next time. Bye!